I call the Honourable Member Rahui Katani. Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe. I'm really pleased to be able to stand on behalf of the Māori Party to take a brief call on this bill. This non-bank deposit takers bill is all about applying scrutiny to the non-bank deposit takers sector within the context of the review of financial providers. Now, a non-bank deposit taker is a rather clumsy mouthful, so I had to look up what it actually means. And what it is any person engaged in the business of borrowing and lending money or providing financial services. Now, I don't know about the rest of the parents in the house, but this sounds very much what I do at home anyway. Perhaps it's easier to explain what a non-bank deposit taker is by the negative. That is what it is not. It is not a bank, a building society or a credit union. And really this is the key issue that I want to bring to this first reading of the bill, the fact that it does not expressly include building societies and credit unions. The bill states that only credit unions and building societies that issue or have issued debt securities to the public in New Zealand will be classed as non-bank deposit takers. Under the previous legislation, under Part 5D, credit unions and building societies were classed as deposit takers, even if they had never issued debt securities to the public in New Zealand. Credit unions have played a big role in the life of many whānau. They have given vital support to keep families afloat, to make it easy for people to pay day-to-day bills and stay out of debt. And I think the other key fact about credit unions that appeal to Māori is that they are a member-owned organisation, and so they place priority on what made it important to members. One that I'm particularly familiar with is the New Zealand Credit Union South, and it has to be said that their focus is as comprehensive as one would expect for any service operating out of Te Waipounamu and needing to encompass such a huge geographical space. So their focus extends far and wide to areas like first home buyers grant, car accident insurance claims, child support, statutory holiday pay, anything that you can think of. And I do want to acknowledge particularly the way in which New Zealand Credit Union South responded after the disastrous events of 22 February in Ōtautahi. They established the Colin Smith Memorial Fund with the support of New Zealand Association of Credit Unions and created a Christchurch Earthquake Relief Fund to be distributed to any credit union members affected by the February 2011 Christchurch earthquake. A recent statement by their Chief Executive says it all. We realised our only purpose was helping individuals and families in our communities to become financially stronger. Full stop. Mr. Speaker, I bring this up as an example because the issue of finding financial support in a way which supports whānau is crucial to whānau well-being. And I'm also conscious of a report from the Māori Affairs Select Committee that the Māori Affairs Select Committee received in 2009 on fringe lending and Māori, which I think makes some fascinating reasons for why we need to ensure any review of financial providers is comprehensive in its scope. In that report, it is suggested that Peak Learning, a service contracted by Work and Income to deliver management support to beneficiaries, had commented that most of their referrals were Māori. The clients cited shame, embarrassment, shyness and a fear of rejection from banks and credit unions as the main reason they used beneficiary-friendly lenders. The Māori Party will support this bill at its first reading because we support the broad goal of establishing and maintaining a sound and efficient financial system. But we will be keen to hear what the punters think at the Select Committee stage about the range of institutions that are currently out there that supplement the mainstream banking system and should be considered in this bill. Kia ora.
I call the Honourable Member Aaron Gilmore.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a privilege to start and talk on the first reading of